Hello, this is Kelly. I have two channels on YouTube, but I'm posting this on my Portal Stormer channel as an update on my journey through dealing with mental health issues. I've posted videos about the retreat that I did in January this year, and I just dragged myself through a whole interesting journey. Hang on, there goes a car. But I've been posting more on my Hedgewitch Herbarium channel just because it just felt right, and also because I'm not getting much traction on this channel. Even though I want to, I'm going to keep continuing putting stories up about my path through the mental health challenges. Although it's getting a lot better, I'm really happy I started this journey, because the years prior I was just operating on I don't know what you could say, autopilot, like a lot of people, just going through the motions and dealing with different things like complex post-traumatic stress disorder because of the childhood I went through with my mum, who was an alcoholic narcissist, and also other family members just standing by letting it happen. Not being a victim, no. You can only be a victim or a survivor. You can't be both, and I feel like I'm a survivor. But anyway, I also discovered other things about myself, being a highly sensitive person, which I kind of already knew. But I also learned I had not had, but, well, I suppose I could say have ADHD, which I always turned my nose up at when I was younger. Sorry about the video shaking. I'm just about to have a stray cat come up to me who we're taking care of, so he might jump up and try to join in. But anyway, in January I went through the retreat. I had 2 days of really turbo unearthing of all the crap that I went through as a child, the stuff that I'd pushed down. And then when I came back, I wanted to leave my job because that's really stressful. I'm dealing with a lot of people who themselves have trauma, and that can be triggering for you. So I'm looking for something else, and I've got a few irons in the fire, some remote jobs. But I went through a journey with my therapist as well, and BetterHelp, and I've been journaling and learning about what happened to me and how I processed it. And a couple of months ago, I decided to forgive my mum finally. Let me take these glasses off because they're a little bit distracting. I opened up my heart and I forgave her. I know a lot of people aren't at that point yet and might never get to that point, but even though it was, for me, it was kind of also developing compassion through recognizing her story, and I posted a video about that too. And since I've done that and approached people with compassion rather than trauma, expecting them to do the worst without even giving them the opportunity to prove themselves, I found that it just made things go smoother. The last couple of months at work, we have our moments, but I'm not allowing myself to fall into the pit of despair when stuff happens. And I should have learned this lesson decades ago, but I suppose that's the thing about healing. It takes time and you have to be open to it. But it's really interesting. Some of the situations, what I've done to help myself is to not care so much about things that don't matter. That's really done a lot in terms of keeping me afloat and not sinking down like I want to do. And understanding situations as they are, seeing people for who they really are rather than what they're projecting, that's really helps majorly. Rather than reacting to their projection, sitting back and honing in and analysing the situation from a bird's eye view really helps develop the compassion, but also to control your reaction and therefore the outcome of the situation. So that's an ongoing lesson I'm going to be sharing about later on. But I'm not sure what's working on this channel. I really feel passionate about therapy and helping people get through it too, because I know what it's like. But also understanding the flow on of it doesn't just end with you, the way that you've treated people and maybe still continue to treat people is something to be looked at as well, because you have to be really altruistic and suspend your ego. That's another thing I've learned, not to look at things through the eyes of ego, but looking at them through the eyes of truth. And I apologise for talking over the rain. I actually was going to do a little tour of my garden for my other channel, Hedgewitch Herbarium, but it's just been raining continuously. I thought it might be nice to actually post an updated video on this channel, Portal Stormer. I would still love for whoever's watching, if you're interested in following the stories of discovering mental health solutions, please follow me. I'm still going to continue doing numerology. Not sure about the tarot. I don't think that was too successful, but I'm thinking about doing quick shorts per week rather than long form videos with tarot based on numerology. We'll see how that goes, but I just wanted to put this out there and say hello. I haven't, disappeared, but I am sort of focusing more on Hedgewitch Herbarium. So if you're interested in herbalism, witchcraft, dream interpretation, ritual, gemstones, all the things that are attached to magic, I would love you to go over and subscribe there. But anyway, just wanted to say hello and let you know I'm still here. My 14 subscribers now. I'm really so grateful to have you, and I know other people would snigger or poo-poo my channel for having so few, and that's obviously due to not just the algorithms but also the way I post. I'm getting better at this game, learning about scheduling and all that, so I will be putting that taking that into consideration. Anyway, I better go because this little stray cat nearly knocked over my husband's workout equipment, and we can't have that. Anyway, take care, and I hope to talk to you soon.